Takis first came under scrutiny in 2017 when a doctor said that they caused rashes, blisters, and throat pain to a consumer. And then again in 2018 when someone was rushed to the ER to have their gallbladder removed after consuming large quantities of the crunchy snack. Now it's time for YTD to confront the 8,000 Scoville Blue Heat and see who's left standing. It's Taki time. You tried it! You tried that. I'm Nick Norris with my pal Shane Hancock.
Why are we eating these? What?
Nick
I like my gallbladder.
You'll be fine.
I think these Blue Heat are actually the tamer of some of these versions.
We have had these in my house.
I don't know anything about Takis. Are they they're known for being spicy or something like that?
Yeah, they're like flaming hot Cheetos.
Like, okay.
That's all they make, though, is just like spicy versions of them.
Okay.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna love them, I'm sure. Actually, we've tried. I just looked on our spreadsheet. We tried Takis like 6 months ago or something.
Oh, we did?
I don't know anything about Takis, but we ate some.
We did? What kind?
Takis hot nuts, chili pepper, and lime.
Oh.
I guess it was like a nut. All right, anyway.
All right, Geiger.
Yeah.
Dog man.
Dog man. So I will say this. I want to thank my sister Jenny. You know, we've been doing this podcast for 4 years now? 4 or 5 years?
Over 5, yeah. 5
and
years.
I've been reading that dumb fucking social media stinger every goddamn week, and no one ever sends us shit. Okay? You don't send us shit. Well, you send us snacks, so thank you for doing that. But someone finally sent us for something to talk about here. This is my sister sent me this article. Man spends 2 million yen on elaborate costume so he can, quote, become a dog. So
become a dog. Why'd you say a dog?
No, how much
I added
is
the emphasis.
that in dollars?
Oh,
yen?
Great question.
I don't know.
2 million yen to USD is almost $14,000.
Phew, okay. So he wanted to wear a dog costume.
Maybe.
And so they actually, so it's really good quality. Like if you, I'll try to find a picture. Like it really does look like this dude.
Are you telling us the story because you're impressed by it, or
I am.
No,
I mean, it's kind of.
It's a really good quality dog.
It's a really nice dog costume. So this guy, his name
kind of dog?
He's only known as Toko, and he wanted a custom-made collie costume. So he got it's made with detangled fur and body shape, and it looks like an actual collie. But people are kind of upset about it.
Body shape.
Well, like they shaped the body to look like a dog.
Okay.
And then they obviously no, it had big old man titties. No, and then they said there is some controversy. Some people are rather upset about it only because they think like if a child approached him thinking he's a large dog, they might get really confused. And like also like I don't know if he can't really like guys. You'll be surprised by this. He can't really like walk like a dog that well. You know,
yeah, you have to walk on your knees, right?
It's very tiring. Yeah.
Won't it be obvious that like when dogs don't walk on their knees, like that's not a dog?
This is the costume. If you can see it here. Sorry, it's like a fucking video.
I'm just see the top of your phone. That's all I see.
Right there.
Oh, it does look like a real dog.
It
looks very much like a real dog. Yeah. Until he waves.
until he orders DoorDash. But it's fucking weird though. I don't know.
Is he living that way too? It's like, is he one of these guys who like he decided to be a dog, or he just uses that as like a costume party or something?
Yeah, it's a pretty small article. So I don't know his lifestyle outside of dogging it, but I think he just wants to occasionally cosplay as a dog. So he goes out in his dog outfit. But like, is that like if you saw a guy?
I don't think it's a big deal. I think it would be way more interesting to be out with my kids and see this dog than like to see just like your run of the mill everyday dogs. So
Well, but you wouldn't think like if like the girls went up to go pet this dog and you found out he wasn't actually not a dog, but he was a man, would you like freak out and get the fuck away from him? Like you don't want them petting a man in a dog costume.
like how it was so good that I didn't know it was not a dog. Like somebody walking him.
They would have to, right? Unless he's just like running around in his yard or like sleeping in his dog house.
Chad looks like he's really getting involved in the photos.
I was
giggling.
I googled. There's a very funny picture of this dog in a cage, like the guy's on his hands and knees, like in a dog cage. It looks like. Here's what I'll say. It looks like a what's it called? What's it called when you when they like stuff a dead animal?
Taxidermy?
Yeah, it looks like a taxidermied dog, and it's.
I'm sorry, what?
Dog. But like, there's no life behind the eyes and stuff, right? Like, and the mouth looks very strange when it's open. Like it doesn't quite open right, and just the fact that it would be like not walking with the correct gait, I think you'd be able to tell pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he's not a fucking dog.
I will say it's a very good costume.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yes, absolutely.
Not $15,000 worth, but
I mean, it's right up there with my Hannah Montana Halloween costume from like 14 years ago or whatever it was.
Also, that would be a colossal collie, I would imagine, like an adult male inside a collie costume. The thing would have to be like a Guinness Book of World Record size collie. Like so, I guess when I can't help but think when people do this, that there's just some like freaky sexual component to it, and that's why I get icked out by it. It might not be. Maybe he doesn't like get his belly rubbed or his dog bowels played with, but I have it just.
Did you just say bowels?
Yeah, dog bowels. I just don't know. It just seems gross, and it's off-putting to me, and I don't know why.
Is this costume anatomically correct here? How what are we talking? Does it? You know, when he gets hard, is there like a device that you see, like, you know, the like lipstick tube effect? Yeah.
It's definitely like the reason, like if a woman did this, you wouldn't think it was sexual. It's because it's a guy and men are fucked. And it's like, yeah, this guy's got to be perverted in some way, right?
You don't think if a woman's like dressing like a dog, a dog, and getting like dog walked by somebody all around the neighborhood, it wouldn't have any sexual.
This guy's getting dog walked everywhere.
Where is he going in this dog costume? Was he just staying inside?
He can just walk himself,
clawing
right?
at the window. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the leash law is probably different if you know that the guy, it's an actual man in there that won't run away and bark at cars or whatever.
Is this just an excuse for this guy to like lift his leg and piss in public and stuff, and like take a giant man shit on the sidewalk and then have somebody pick it up with a dog
walk by? Callie's reading the nursepaper, grunting out a boiler in your front yard.
All right, let's move into our snacks. We got 3 snacks.
No, let's linger a while.
5-point scale. Love that, like that, different that, dislike that, and hate that. Do you want to do the Takis first or last?
Yeah, let's do them first.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because I'm probably not going to win, so we'll put, we got the Blue Heat Takis, says hot chili, pepper, tortilla chips, new look, and same intensity. The rating on the side is extreme.
Wow, these things are very blue. They're very like harder and crunchier than I expected.
Yeah. Strange that they're blue. I don't know. There's really no reason to make them blue.
But do either of you guys eat Takis on a regular basis? Like maybe not this flavor, but
no.
We have actually had this exact kind of Taki in the house several times. My daughter really likes these. So I'm very familiar with the blue Taki.
Your daughter likes spicy food, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
My daughter's pretty adventurous.
I think blue is a good color for a hot chip because, right, a blue is a hot color of flame.
I suppose.
They are hot, but they are tolerable. All right, Geiger, you are first.
Well, I mentioned we have these in my house a lot. I like them. I have liked them. They're spicy, but they're not like blow your mouth out spicy. They actually have some flavor to them other than just the heat part. Maybe you'll disagree with that, but I think there's a decent, it scratches that salty itch. I really like spicy food. The only downside to these is because the blue powder, it's got the Cheetos effect where you got like blue fingers afterward. You got to
blue tongue.
You get all messy. Yeah, blue tongue. You know, little Smurf tongue.
Blue balls. I'm rubbing them all over your balls.
Yeah, that's why I have blue balls. It's not because of my lack of sexual activity. It's because I sat in Takis. So I will give these a solid like that. I really enjoy these, and I continue to do so.
All right, Chad, why do you disagree?
Here's what I will say. I did go back for a second bite to finish one whole Taki. And I like the I like the texture, the crunchiness, right? Yeah, I was expecting them to be like hard and or not that at all. Actually, they are hard. I was expecting them to be powdery and soft and like disintegrate like a Cheeto or something like that, you know. But these are almost more like pretzel like in their consistency. I kind of like that. I'm grasping at straws for positive things to say here about these things. They are, even though you say they're not that spicy, they are way too spicy for me. But the texture is good enough that I will save it from a hate dad and just give it a strong dislike dad.
It's a minor victory in my book.
We should say also that these snacks were provided by our great friend Nick Chemnitz. And when he gave us these, I said, "Oh, Takis," and he said that he wanted to hear Chad eat the Takis.
Get right up to that mic, Chad. Give the man what he wants.
You fucking asshole. I will murder you.
I do. I agree. This crunchy texture. So the way they're put together is like a chip that's like very tightly wound. And it makes it very crunchy, and I like that. I think it's something different than you get with any other chips.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with Geiger that there's like a high level of saltiness that helps out the heat. I prefer the heat toned down a little bit, but that's just like a personal preference. I think they're kind of tasty. I'm gonna actually give them a second like that.
There you go.
So we've got a couple of likes and a dislike.
I will say
how much I like those.
I will say the hard texture does kind of remind me a little bit of a dog treat.
Let's do the
great
Cocoa Pebbles candy bar next. There's a big old funny picture of Fred Flintstone on there. And Cocoa Pebbles, of course, the cereal that we're familiar with, but this is a big old Hershey bar kind of chocolate bar.
What is there an expiration date? Because mine has bloomed to shit. Unless that's how it's supposed to be.
It says Best Buy 1996. No, I don't see July 2024 on mine.
All right.
It says, don't forget to watch the Flintstones new episode on this week.
Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. I prefer Cocoa Pebbles to Fruity Pebbles. I will say that.
I don't really like
I've ever had either.
Yeah, I mean, neither's great, but if I have to pick one, I mean, I'll always pick a chocolate cereal over a fruit cereal in general.
We've had these in the house a bunch lately. Not the bar, the cereal, because my daughter likes them. But we've eaten
a
all
whole
these
bunch
snacks
of
repeatedly.
Cocoa Pebbles bars.
We eat nothing but Takis and Cocoa Pebbles bars in this house.
By the way, I'm diabetic.
Oh, we're very adventurous eaters. We exist on a diet of Takis and Cocoa Pebbles bars.
All right, Chad, what do you think?
does taste like Cocoa Pebbles. I will say that.
Yeah.
True.
Is that a good thing? Probably not.
It's got like a crisp rice kind of flavor because of those cereal in there.
I do like, again, the second snack, I'm saying this in a row, I do like the texture here of this because I like a crunch bar with the crisp rice. This is a little too hard, and the chocolate doesn't really taste great. I would rather have, if you're going to make something out of, Cocoa Krispies, what is that? What I'm Cocoa Pebbles, same.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather. I was gonna say Cocoa because I'd rather have like a Cocoa Pebbles in a Rice Krispie treat than in a chocolate bar like this. I don't think this really works. This is kind of sickly sweet in a lot of ways. I will also give this one a dislike that, but probably a more high level dislike that.
Unfortunately, I agree. It's too sweet. Too sweet, saying.
Mm-hmm.
Give up the old Fred Flintstone. Too sweet.
Yabba dabba do sweet.
Let me tell you something, Barney. It's just like a bad version of chocolate because Cocoa Pebbles don't taste like good chocolate, and these taste a lot like Cocoa Pebbles. If they wanted any shot here, they had to put something else in this bar, right? It's just like not enough to make you forget about it being Cocoa Pebbles. So I'm gonna give it a second dislike. That Geiger.
Yeah, make it 3. I was going to say the same thing. You guys took the words out of my mouth. This is, in the immortal words of Kevin Nash, this is too sweet. The cereal is not good. It ruins the bar, and all you really it just tastes like a chocolate version of the cereal, and that cereal's not good. It's artificially sweet. It doesn't really taste like chocolate, like good chocolate. I had 2 squares, and I have no intention of eating the rest. I dislike this for me.
All right, an unwelcome Fred Flintstone is an unwelcome visitor.
I'm gonna give this a dislike. Dis.
Dislike dis. I'm gonna give like dis, dad, or the other thing.
All right, segment time, and fall's coming up. It's getting a little chillier outside. You need to cozy up.
Watch out for that fall foliage.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So a lot of people getting into relationships. They don't want to be alone in the winter months. So they're going to do some wacky things to keep that love life going. So today we're going to do Sweet or Crazy. I'm going to read off 7 real true life stories of things people have done for love. And you're going to tell me if it's a sweet gesture or if it was crazy. All right. The first one, we'll start off with some basic ones here. It says, I stalked a guy on LinkedIn. And I
your basic stalking,
famous dating site.
And I forgot it as a feature where they can see who's viewed their profile.
Oh, boy.
You know that we've used LinkedIn.
Yes.
He asked me about it the next day, and all I could say was research. All right. So you like someone, she stalked him on LinkedIn. So Chad, why don't you start? What do you think of this?
I've actually never used LinkedIn. Actually, I mean, I do hate it because they spam emails like crazy. But even I knew, as someone who never uses it, that people can see who's looked at your profile.
It's a 5-year anniversary as a dog.
It's a little weird to like. There's if you're gonna stalk somebody, there's like other social media sites where you can learn. Right? Like, I know people put weird shit on LinkedIn sometimes, but I feel like most of it is, like, not interesting, right? Like, you want to get the dirt on somebody, right? You got to go, like, dig up their old racist tweets or whatever.
Right.
So, it's not so much crazy that she internet stalked this person, because that is something that I think a lot of people do, and I would probably do if I was, like, in the dating market, meeting somebody. But, I think it is crazy that she did it on LinkedIn.
Geiger?
I concur with Chad. It's just inefficient stalking, right? Like if you want to stalk, you go to like Facebook or Instagram or
MySpace at the very least.
MySpace, Friendster, all the big ones.
Who's in their top 8?
You don't go to LinkedIn. Like, what are you rubbing yourself to the fact the guy got his MBA from Cornell or some shit. Like that's all that's on there. Like who's so I guess I don't. It doesn't make sense to me. There's not enough information that I would find like, oh God, unless I was like trying to apply to all the jobs he worked at or something. He was constantly shifting jobs. I had to follow him cross country. You know, oh shit! Now
Constantly shifting jobs. This guy's like fucking Carmen Sandiego. I can't keep track of him.
I drive for Uber. Yeah, famously Uber drivers putting it on LinkedIn all the time. I would. So yeah, I think I'm confused. I think it's crazy just because it's a dumb idea. But yeah, like I think it's normal in today's society to look people up. I think it's even advisable if you want to go on a date with someone to maybe look them up on social media first.
See what their job history was.
Yeah, right? See what see if anyone gave them an endorsement.
Got to see how many MBAs they have, so I know
how long
condoms to bring.
Yeah, you gotta wear one condom per MBA.
MBA is not an abbreviation for masturbate. Okay, it stands for something else. You can
thanks. We were confused. No, we're not.
I had a huge crush on my girlfriend before we started dating. Once we were chatting in the evening, and she told me she had a craving for homemade pizza. I did not want to miss the opportunity to impress her, and I literally begged my best friend to bake her one. Then I biked almost 9 miles to deliver it at her hostel and lied that I made it. All right, so Geiger, you start here.
I mean, this is neither. This is just disingenuous. This is like, oh man, I really want to get with this chick. Hey, someone else do all the work, please. Like
please, man.
Please.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
I don't know how to make a fucking pizza. Do you put the cheese on the bottom? I don't get it.
I don't think it's fair to say they did all the work. I mean, he biked the 9 miles to a hostel.
Also, like, you're heading into a hostel with what I'm assuming is a cold pizza by that point. Like an hour and a half bike ride. The fucking black olives are sliding off the side of the bag. And
black olives?
What the fuck you put on? Yeah.
I mean, if you rope somebody else into making a pizza for you, they are not putting black olives on it. It's going to be like
don't forget the black olives. God damn it, man! You fucking black olives.
I was gonna make the pizza, but until you asked for fucking black olives, she's not worth it. Take
it out of the oven halfway through and crack an egg on top of it, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of shitty. Like you're kind of like, you know, is it Cyrano de Bergerac, or you're like the guy's feeding you lines and you're saying them? It's like it's Cyrano de Pizza Hut or whatever. Like he's giving you the pizza and you're feeding it to it. Same kind of.
I know you like black olives. Say it.
Your nipples are as smooth as pepperonis. Here, have a pizza.
So you're saying crazy?
This is crazy. This is fuck. What an asshole,
Chad.
I think it's kind of sweet. I mean, you know, like you bring a pizza all the way to a hostel.
Yeah.
You know, how many those people in hostels, they ain't never seen a pizza, you know, not in a while anyways. They're in a hostel. I mean,
you all black olives off the floor. They can get them in a pizza form.
Look, this shows initiative. This shows that this guy's going to be like a future manager, right? He's on that MBA track, bossing people around, telling them to make pizzas for him. This guy's very stalkable in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is sweet.
Yeah. MBA. He's a master bike guy.
It does not stand for masturbator, though. Remember that.
All right. I lied to this guy and told him I was pretty good at skateboarding. Naturally, he asked if I wanted to go with him. I ended up buying a $120 skateboard and skating circles around my garage for like 3 hours to get the hang of it. When we went skating a few days later, I ate shit and immediately broke my arm. All right, Chad. I mean, the thought was there, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Should have practiced for 4 hours instead of 3, I guess. Or maybe done more than a single circle.
Get to the top of the ramp. I'm ill prepared.
Don't we have any ramps that are shaped like a circle?
Why am I on a date with Tony Hawk?
They were trying, right? They're trying to like learn a new skill. They did a bad job at it. I feel like with that stuff, you got to be a little more honest, though. You got to be like, hey, why don't you teach me? Right, wrap your arms around me and guide the skateboard.
Whoa.
Guide me. That's got to work with people who can't skate, is when you wrap your arms around them and guide them down a half pipe.
Bear hugging them down the half pipe.
Can't you just Patrick Swayze and ghost me into a 1080 ollie or something?
He's like lifting you up under the railing and flipping you off.
So yeah, I think it's sweet.
This guy's a hell of an instructor. Goddamn. All right, Geiger, what do you think?
Yeah, look, I like you said, it's sweet to want to like participate in the things that they like because you want to hang out with them. But Chad's right, you got to be upfront and say like, look, I can't do this. It's not going to happen. Also, buying a 150 was it the only skateboard at the store? Like, you can't buy a fucking cheaper ass skateboard. Go to play it again.
You gotta look the part, right? If you're gonna suck,
you
you
do
gotta at least, yeah.
Like if I was if I was at a skateboard, if I liked a girl and I was bringing her skateboarding, and she showed up with like a shitty skateboard, I wouldn't be like, "Get out, we're done. Fuck you and your cut rate skateboard." Say that okay. It's sweet. They tried. It's sweet.
I was fooling around with a guy and we didn't have a condom. I suggested he put the bed sheet between.
Irresponsible sex. Yeah.
That's raw dog. Right. I suggested he put the bed sheet between us and dry hump because it would still give us stimulation. That makes sense. I don't know where he learned about dry humping.
I guess.
I don't know where he learned about dry humping because to him it meant wrapping his penis in the sheet and inserting.
My man. What a dipshit.
Geiger, how sweet is this?
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's romantic.
That's the end of the story?
Yeah.
Those have better been like 47 count thread sheets and block all that jism. Like,
47 count?
That's a very specific number of counts.
That's a very low
it's
count.
Also
actually.
low. Most sheets are like 300 count or something.
Did I just basically explain
You're
like
not going to feel it with 300 count.
That is horrible. What the fuck?
Yep.
No, baby. let me play a game at just the 47 count.
47 count. The fucking
I don't know.
sheet guy get tired and he's like,
I don't buy sheets. It's like it's just like big holes. It's like the bag that you buy the onions in at the grocery store. I gotta say this is pretty crazy. That's fucked up. You can't that's just dumb. Like, that's just not understanding. Okay, I will say it's a little bit. Well, maybe she didn't feel comfortable doing other things, but at this point, wouldn't you rather just jack the dude off than like have him like wrap his whacker in a sheet like a fucking ghost on Halloween? That doesn't make any sense. This whole thing is crazy. Yeah,
Chad.
The 47 count. It's the 47 is the number of onions that were in the bag that he tried. Yeah, I mean, I that's what I was thinking. I was like, all right, at this point, like, you don't have the condom. Like, there's lots of other things that you could do instead. That are maybe some might argue even more fun. So you go for one of those. The sheet sounds like a bad idea. So this is crazy.
Number 5, when Berlinda Dixon Newbold wasn't getting the attention she wanted from her boyfriend, Sheldon Gonzalez, she decided to take matters into her own hands. She set the crotch of his pants on fire while he slept.
While he was wearing them?
His quote is, "You tend to get upset when someone is trying to harm the family jewels."
You get a little peeved when someone's trying to burn your dick off.
Hey, watch it.
Not cool.
It said, "I just felt the heat in my groin area, and I just reacted, and she was right over me." Gonzalez was able to extinguish the pants before any serious injury occurred. Okay, so she's a little jealous, right? But maybe this is just how she's showing she loves it.
Yeah, probably it.
Chad, what do you think?
I mean, okay, so it was pants because I was gonna say I wasn't sure. Like I was like, maybe it's his fault for wrapping his penis in very flammable sheets for the night before he went to bed.
My 47 count pants.
Very breathable, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, look, he probably did some very shitty things to get to the point that would drive her to want to do that. But I think there are other actions you can take, like dumping him or something like that instead. Maybe just like steal some money from his bank account, or like smash his favorite toys or whatever.
Not assault.
Yeah.
Smash his favorite. How old's the guy?
I don't know. Maybe he's one of those guys that got like a bunch of unopened action figures.
I see. Yeah, I
like new in box action figures.
Right.
Well, that guy wouldn't have a girlfriend.
What?
Anyways,
that's a very specific assumption. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could throw out his stamp collection. What? You could, I guess. I don't know. One option, I suppose.
Action figures.
Anyways,
he just really liked Spawn action figures.
She wanted to make his pants the Human Torch.
Geiger, what do you think?
Yeah. Look, if you could make the same point, literally the same point, by just lighting his pants on fire, like while they're on the floor, like not.
How's that the same point?
Oh, you're not lighting his balls on fire.
I mean, there's no danger to the family jewels.
But
yeah, she wants to hurt his family jewels.
She that's the express intent.
Yeah.
I thought she wanted attention. That's what it said, right?
But instead, she should just steal the family jewels, right? Like take his collection of diamonds and such.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going with this? Like, you could remove his testicles while he slept. I woke up. I was pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie. When she removed my testicles, I was like a neutered dog. This is pretty crazy. If somebody is lighting the clothes you're wearing on fire, that is not acceptable. I draw the line there. I don't like that at all. Now, he could have been an asshole,
statement.
But I just think that's not safe. It's just me, though.
It's a safety thing, really.
It's really a safety concern.
All right. 2 more. When I was younger, like many people, I had braces. I was head over heels in love with this chick, but found out through a friend she didn't find me attractive. Right? That's tough when you got braces.
Wait, did I write this?
Yeah. Did any of us write this?
I had my braces on for 4 years, and my teeth were perfectly straight. So I figured it was time. So I took my braces off with nail clippers.
Oh my fucking God.
Oh, no.
I can't even picture that.
No, at least eat a cookie cake and swallow them.
All for love. He did it for love.
All for love.
Is that a fucking reference to the old Bryan Adams Three Musketeers song?
The one you need is the one you want.
Bryan Adams, Sting, and Rod Stewart.
Yeah, there you go. That's a great song.
I had those action figures.
New in box, baby.
When she lights your pants on fucking fire.
The Sting action figure, like on the box, it's got like a big splash thing that says like with full tantric action. Because whatever you do, you can't make the Sting action figure come.
Yeah, that's every action figure. That's
whatever you do, all the other ones will come.
No matter how much you MBA that action figure, it's not going to come.
Your Batman action figure splooging all the time. Superman shooting ropes. Sting never comes. You can't get him off. You can try. No. You can get him real hard.
Oh, it'll be hard for hours.
You can wrap his dick and it comes with a 47 count sheet. You can wrap it up. He won't come.
No. You do it doggy style and sing in time. All right, Geiger, what do you think? This guy took off his braces with nail clippers so that a girl who, look, if she didn't find him attractive, the braces, it may not have just been the braces, right?
Look, sometimes your mouth is closed and she didn't think you were hot then either. So I like, this is capital C crazy. This is fucking insane. The only thing more insane is probably when he walked up to her, mouth bleeding from every crevice and going, "Now you go with me," like drooling blood everywhere, like a piece of metal like swinging by one connector like in the side. Like, that is just fucking horrible. No, I mean, I know teenage boys, high school, you do dumb shit, but holy cow, that is I can't even, like, you describing that is making my teeth hurt.
He didn't even like clean up. He just removed him and marched straight to her house. How about now?
Try to make me come.
By the way, do you need some nail clippers? I know your nails are long. Ignore the shards of metal in them.
Look at my perfect straight teeth.
Chad, you had years of braces problems. Now, how do you feel about ripping those off? Wanted to.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I had braces from second grade to like junior year in high school or something like that, and some form of mouth stuff, and like getting them on, getting them off. Every single aspect of that was always painful. I cannot imagine using nail clippers. I don't even know how you do it. Right? Like. He just wrapped it around the wire and then ripped, and like the glue came off his teeth or something.
It sounds like something Jigsaw makes you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
The key is on your left incisor.
Take your braces off of your teeth or a bomb explodes in your heart. What? Why?
Take your braces off your teeth or I light your crotch on fire. What? Excuse me?
Take your braces off your teeth or Sting is going to drown you in his ropes of cum.
Wait,
he can't come. Oh. How is he going to come?
Yeah, you call Saw's bluff. You're like, Jigsaw. You messed up this time, buddy. Every part of that sounds like an absolute nightmare to me. That is crazy.
I'll take those teeth off. Let me pull you down this half pipe here.
Because Jigsaw's like wrapped his arms around the person and like guiding the nail clippers to their teeth.
He's got that little bicycle. He's going down the half pipe.
whatever that ghost song plays. What's the song?
The ghost song.
What's the song in Ghost?
Yeah, Unchained Melody.
Yeah. That's playing in the background while Jigsaw's biking down a half pipe.
All right, last but not least. Me and my now ex-boyfriend were fooling around in bed. I thought it was going to lead to sex, but instead...
I mean, we had sheets right there. So,
he was out of sheets. We had to go back to condoms.
I thought it was going to lead to sex, but instead, he grabbed my labia and started opening and closing it while saying, "Release the Kraken."
Oh my god! don't give a fuck. This guy's awesome.
All right, so he may have ruined the moment.
You think?
But
What?
is there a sweetness to the relationship between these two? You can spin it a certain way.
Is this
Chad,
like
what do you
this
think?
isn't first date night, right? This is like
Yes,
road.
it was the first date.
I mean, there is.
I looked at your LinkedIn.
I looked at your LinkedIn and I saw that you went to go see Clash of the Titans recently. so I thought I'd play a little Liam Neeson with your private parts.
All right, Chad.
There are definitely girls that would find that funny, you know. Like I think that's funny. Like it, you know, like depending on your relationship with a person, like you could 100% make that work. You know, you got to keep things spicy and interesting in the bedroom, right? It can't just all be like, oh well, was a missionary again. All right, let me get the sheets. You know, you got to do something like to spice it up. So.
Making their pussy talk is not missionary. It's a position now.
That's your only choice.
All right, it goes first base. You talk, was the first base a kiss? Second base, you touch their boob. Third base, you make their vaginas do impressions.
I'm like,
oh god.
I'm like
boring missionary.
I'm opening and closing her labia, like, take the braces off. She's like, what? I don't understand. I don't even have braces.
Make me a homemade pizza.
Cause it's all for one. Vagina karaoke.
Okay, yeah, so
go ahead,
sweet. Yeah, I think sweet.
All right.
I think the only strategic error, one note, that probably makes
strategic.
More sense. Yeah, well, like if one note, that probably makes more sense using her butt crack, right? To say release the Kraken. It makes
because you got that crack.
The crack, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my alt on that one.
All right,
but yeah, but other than that, I do think this is sweet. This is absolutely no joke. The kind of dumb shit I would say to my wife, and she would roll her eyes at me and then say, "I'm going to bed," and I would go release my Kraken by myself, and in the exact opposite of Sting, come immediately. No, but are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, you both froze on my screen. I thought so. I was like, if this podcast goes down, the last thing I don't want is on the end of the thing is come immediately, and then the fucking thing ends.
If Sting tells, or if Liam Neeson tells Sting to release the Kraken, how's that work?
How does that work, Geiger?
Before you answer,
yeah,
before you answer,
okay.
Let's say Sting was having tantric sex.
Okay.
Liam Neeson,
yes,
came in and told him to release the Kraken.
Sweet.
How would that work?
I think he would just move his mouth and push air through his lungs, and he'd say, "Release the Kraken," and Sting would go, "I don't do that." And that's my Sting.
That's
impression.
a fuck of a Sting. Yeah,
I tried to make a half-hearted effort.
After Sting just hit the fucking bottom of the half pipe face first.
Look, you'd sound like that too if you hadn't nutted in a decade. I'm holding back the goddamn Kraken.
Sting's been having tantric sex for 10 years.
Whoever nuts first loses.
Nobody's told him to release the Kraken. I mean, when did that movie come out? Right, like 2007.
Roxanne,
and then his pants would just light on fire by themselves.
Roxanne, please get away from my penis. It's about to explode.
Sting's like, I only come when there's a new Clash of the Titans movie. So Hollywood, get on that.
Yeah, but no, this is sweet.
All right. All right. Cinnamon Toast Crunch popcorn with Cinnadust glaze.
Oh, shut up.
That's what it says.
I know it's on
I
the,
had to read
the bag.
fucking
That
package.
just sounds terrible.
So this is I'm trying to look for other details on here.
Is yours like mine, where it's one giant piece?
No.
No.
Hold on. Let me eat my hamburger over here. Hold on.
It looks like a popcorn ball.
Ours looks
Mine's
like a
completely
doormat.
loose.
Yeah.
I have a piece of popcorn.
all of okay, for the listeners, all of Geiger's pieces of popcorn melted together into one huge chunk that he was able to pull out of the bag seamlessly, and then proceeded to pretend to eat like a hamburger.
Now, I did leave these cabinets. You gave this to us at a softball game. I put it in my softball bag, and it stayed there for a week until I realized I had left it in there. So that might have been my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I should share a bag with Sting. Right after Titans just came out, I guess.
This probably does look like Sting during tantric sex. Just like a rock hard and all stuck together.
These are, it looks just like caramel corn, like exactly like caramel corn. And that apparently is the Cinnadust glaze. You guys like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the cereal?
I actually do.
Okay.
It's not one of the ones that I will like get super regularly, but like, you know, if somebody has it at a party, I'll eat it.
Sleep over.
Yeah, where the fuck are you? Right.
No, but I feel like it's one of those ones where like, you know, sometimes you go to a hotel or something like that, and the hotel will have like a continental breakfast, and there'll be like 4 cereals out, you know, it'd be like Cheerios, fucking Bran Flakes or some shit, and then like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and like in that case I'd probably pick the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So that's the
Are you usually able to finish the whole bowl before Chris Hansen comes out?
For what? When Chris Hansen comes out?
I see you brought a 47-count sheet with you. What's the point of
Why
this?
is he coming out on I'm sorry, I think I missed
Because you're at a party where they have cereal.
Yeah, it's either that or the animal crackers or veggie straws. I wasn't sure what to eat.
I was like, what does Chris Hansen have against continental breakfast? I don't.
Okay, I think this is the one Chemnitz said is the only one that he also got a bag for himself of, that he enjoyed it. The popcorn, mine has a fresher feel than Geiger's. It's not bad. It's not like it. A lot of times caramel corn can have a stale feel to it. I feel like it's not overly like dressed in caramel. The cinnamon flavor is slight. I don't like cinnamon. It's just one of those things that I don't like in almost any form. And this still tastes okay to me, so I think it's a sign that it is decent. I think if you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I could see this being tasty. As it is, I don't love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm going to give it an indifferent still because I do recognize that it's a decently well put together snack. So an indifferent to start. Geiger, what do you think?
All right. I don't eat sugary cereal. We've talked about this on the podcast before. I think I didn't grow up with it, and now I just can't get into eating like a sugar bomb in the morning. I mean, I put like, not saying I eat a healthy breakfast necessarily. I'm all about like a bacon, egg, and cheese omelet or something, but at least a sugary cereal I can't do.
All right, but what if you're at apparently a children's birthday party or whatever it was?
Look, after a long round of pin the tail on the donkey, I'm down for some sugary cereal. Mine was bad. Okay, so mine was super stale, as you all saw. Mine was a solid block, which again could very well be my fault. It was chewy as shit, and I don't taste cinnamon necessarily. I just taste, again, sugar. Like we talked about the Cocoa Pebbles bar being too sweet. This is too sweet times like 7. This is diabetes in a bag. It's bad popcorn. Wow. I don't think it tastes good. Okay, I am really trying hard to keep this in a dislike that because I at the end of the day, who am I to
Why?
give this a hate that? Because it's just sugary. It's not. It
If
does
you
like
hate it,
again.
hate it.
It
I'm
doesn't
shocked
taste.
by this.
It doesn't taste nasty. Is the thing. It's not disgusting. I try to
I
keep
give
my hate
I give
that's for
plenty of
things that are
hates to
like
stuff that doesn't
gross. This
taste
isn't
disgusting.
gross.
You know, like
Yeah, but you hate everything. That's you. I'm much more. I'm a much.
yeah.
You like hating.
All
shit,
right,
man.
time to open the gifts now. I'll open Chad's here. Oh, wine coolers. That's interesting.
Oh, Brian Adams CD. Where do you have a plan for me? I will say dislike that.
Three
It's a
Musketeers
low
soundtrack.
level dislike that.
Where this kid's looking around? They're like, well, where did Chad go? He's gone. Oh, who invited this collie? Oh, okay. Well, we'll just go over and cut it.
Why is the collie sitting there drinking a beer?
Wait, so what did you give it, Geiger? Dislike?
Just a low level, on the verge of a hate. I don't like this at all.
Fascinating.
Wow. I don't think it has a chance actually to win this. Maybe if it gets a perfect score from Chad.
Right.
So let's see, Chad. What do you think?
Okay, Novak, you said that if somebody likes Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, they might like this popcorn. I actually don't think that's true. I think the reason that you aren't grossed out by it is because there's so little cinnamon on this thing. Which you said you're not really tasting the cinnamon.
Yeah,
There's barely any cinnamon on this. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch has way stronger cinnamon flavor to it than this does, which is one of the reasons that I like it, because I like cinnamon. This needs way more cinnamon. As it is just sort of like generically sweet, as Geiger said. It's fine. Like, it's fine. I'm a popcorn, like, I'm not a fan of popcorn in general. I've talked about that in the past. Like, it's just not something I like. It's stuck in your teeth, etc. Especially bagged popcorn in general tends to taste stale. Now, this has avoided it because I didn't leave it in my softball bag for a week. So that's probably why it's not horrible. But I think it's fine. It's fine, but like I don't think it tastes like, I don't think it has enough cinnamon, and it's bagged popcorn. So for me, this is just an indifferent to that. But it's still my favorite thing we ate today. Thanks, guys.
All right. The Takis actually win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe not so surprisingly, but thanks again, Chemnitz, for sending us those. We appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Very much so.
Geiger, where can listeners contact us?
If you're staying, hey man, let it fly, baby. You've held it in too long. Fucking nut, bro. If you have 47 count sheets on your bed, are you very cold? The air just blowing twixt them. I can see you. It's not covering anything. Betsy, if you're mad at me, if you're my wife and you're listening to this, please, if I'm ever not paying attention to you, just tell me. Just talk to me. Use your words. Don't light my crotch on fire. If you have a dog costume, so I guess if you're Toko. Other than that, I don't know anyone who have one. Well, I mean, you might have one for like Halloween. I went to Scooby-Doo for Halloween or something. But we're talking about a 2 million yen level dog costume where you're like walking around the neighborhood by yourself, scaring children, and taking man-sized crabs. yeah, dropping trow out of your.
I don't think you're just scaring children.
No, yeah, scaring you adults.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry, just like turn around like a dog taking a dump in your front yard. You can get
there's no way this guy has to drop trow. Like, I guarantee he paid for a shit.
There's a butthole in there.
There's a butthole, you think?
There's a shitting hole in that thing, I'm sure.
This costume was a brown-eyed Susan in there?
Also, if you're going to shit in a guy's yard, don't say, hey, Larry, and then shit. Like,
alert him to
get away with it.
Well, this unleashed dog is taking a man's shit in there. They're going to understand that it's,
Stop shitting in my yard. Also, my name's not Larry.
Hey, Sting. Shitting in there. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing here. You can call us, or you can call us. You can't fucking call. Well, actually, most of you can call us because most of our listeners know at least one of us by name. But other than that, you can get a hold of us at youtrieddat@gmail.com. We are on YouTube and Instagram. We do have a Twitter handle. It's hashtag You Tried Dat. We have a Facebook group. You guessed it. It's You Tried Dat. Consistency and branding. You can let us know what you think of our ratings, suggest a snack for us to try, ask a question for a mailbag, or an intro topic. Thank you, Jenny. You can let your friends and family know if you think it's something they would enjoy. You can leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. And as always, thank you very much for listening. And again, thank you to Cabinets for providing us these snacks.
I'll give you a homemade pizza if you can name me the 3 actors who played the Three Musketeers in the 1993 Three Musketeers movie.
Okay, I think I got this.
Steve Martin, Martin Short,
Chevy.
Chevy Chase.
One of them was Chris O'Donnell, right?
Yes. Man,
Okay.
I don't know if you get that one.
And one was Gerard Depardieu. I don't know why I remember that, but I do.
No.
No? I'm wrong.
I think
Nope.
he's in that movie, but I don't think he plays one of the Musketeers.
Or he's in a different Musketeers or something, but
Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
one of them.
Jeremy Irons is the bad guy.
No.
I've
no?
never seen that movie.
Wait,
So
what's-
Tim Curry is Richelieu,
Oh, I thought it was Jeremy Irons.
and Oliver Platt is Porthos.
Oliver Platt plays a role where he moves around? Oliver Platt's a big fat sack of shit.
The other two
Yeah,
are,
who's Chris O'Donnell play? D'Artagnan.
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 That's the only
um,
Musketeer name. who's Athos?
also-
or whatever?
Athos is Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh.
And-
Seems like he'd be in that.
Aramis Ramirez is Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen is the other.
Wow.
Really?
Yep. Yeah.
God, that is a snapshot of its time.
So,
Okay.
so the
Shit.
Musketeers themselves it's Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen, and Oliver Platt.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
with Chris O'Donnell joining.
One of these
All right.
things is not like the other.
Okay, one last question.
Three
You guys
beefcakes
have
and
to-
Oliver Platt.
You guys have to go down
On Oliver
half
Platt?
pipe.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Can't find his dick in there.
Why?
He's a
You
fat
can't
piece of
find
shit.
his. It's not that fat. You can't find
Oliver
his
Fat,
dick.
am I right?
All right, you have to go down. Okay, I'll make some plan. You have to go down a half pipe either on your own,
Mhm.
Mhm.
okay, and you're definitely gonna fall, right, with your current skills.
Maybe.
Or you can go down with like hugging Oliver Platt. Now there's a
I mean, there'd be plenty of ballast. That's a lot of
Face-
momentum he's going to
Face
have.
to
Here's-
face?
there's like there's a chance here. You got a 50-50 chance to get less hurt, right? Because if you land on Platt, right? But if Platt lands on you,
Oh, God. Oliver Splat right there. They're fucking smashed out.
right?
Mhm.
They're gonna. Someone will finally find his dick. It's gonna be lying loose on the half pipe.
His dick will come off. How hard is he falling? Shot out of a cannon at that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's a 5,000-foot half pipe.
That's a real brittle dick he's got.
What would you pick, with or without Oliver?
Half pipe is littered with like katanas and stuff. Just like you fall the wrong way and off goes your dick. Jigsaw set up this half pipe. Okay. Here's the deal. You must go down this half pipe filled with katanas while hugging Oliver Platt, or a bomb explodes in your heart. What?
The remote detonator is located inside Oliver Platt's vas deferens. You must sever his dick and remove
I'll never find that.
Start looking.
All right, what are you choosing? You gotta make a real choice.
I'm going down with him. I can land on him. Like, as we fall over, I can, like, use him as cushion.
That's not the right answer.
Why?
No, it's not. You go down by yourself. Why
He
would you
breaks
do that?
He breaks my fall. He's Oliver
No,
Platt.
he doesn't.
No. You will fall immediately, and then the two of you will barrel roll down the pipe. You'll be getting squished every 5 seconds as you roll down.
I'm going to surf Platt's body down the half pipe. While Brian Adams plays. Chad, you would go by yourself, you think?
Yeah, because I like Oliver Platt. You're falling right away because you'll be so off balance. At least if I'm by myself, I could like try to like go slow for a little bit or something, you know, like
Fat sack of shit.
What? You got a fucking axe to grind.
He has the life I deserve.
This man hates Platt. What a weird idiot.
He beat me out. I auditioned for Porthos and I didn't get it. I've been mad ever since.
All right, that's gonna do it for this time. We'll be back next time. We're trying out 3 brand new things.